everyone, I'm Kenny and welcome to Theme Class. So we are back with a brand new theme. So this time we're going to learn about occupations and community. Can you say, I can learn about occupations and community? One more time. I can learn about occupations and community. So let's start with occupations. But what is an occupation? If you remember, last class we talked about responsibilities, and we said your responsibility is kind of like your job, what you're supposed to do. Well, that's like an occupation too. Your occupation is your job. My occupation is a teacher. I help students learn new things. My mom is also a teacher. My dad is an entrepreneur. That means he owns a business. He owns an art gallery. What are your parents' occupations? If you're not sure, why don't you go ask? Different people have different occupations, and they do different things. But all occupations are important for our community. So let's learn about some occupations, but let's also learn about the tools that those people use. For example, I said that I'm a teacher. So, what does a teacher do? Well, a teacher teaches. She helps or he helps students learn new things. A teacher has to use different tools to help students learn. For example, maybe a teacher uses a marker. The teacher can use the marker to write on the board so that students can see and learn new things. Right now, many of your teachers are using computers to help you learn. So that is one tool that a teacher can use. Let's look at another occupation. Who's this? Do you know? This is a builder. You can also call this a construction worker. But what does a builder do? Well, a builder builds buildings. That's a lot of build. A builder makes new things. If you ever see a new building come into your neighborhood, that was made by a builder or a construction worker. So what kind of tools does a builder need? What's this? It's a hammer. A builder can use hammers to make new things. Sometimes a builder is making very large things like buildings or smaller things. Either way, a hammer often comes in handy. A builder might also use something like a wrench. This is a wrench. It helps screw things in. Let's look at another occupation. Who's this? Do you know? This is a chef. But what does a chef do? Well, a chef cooks things. Who likes to cook? I do. How about you? When you go to a restaurant or even here at Learning Tree, we have chefs who make our food. What kind of tools might a chef use? Let's check our toolbox. A chef might use a pot so that they can cook things like soup or just any other food. They might also use a ladle. This is a ladle. It helps stir things in the pot and scoop them out. All right, let's find another occupation. Oh, I see one. Who is this? Well, I can see that he's holding a mop and he has gloves on. This is a janitor. Can you say? This is a janitor. But what does a janitor do? Does anyone know? Well, a janitor helps keep things clean. Everyone should always help try to make sure that the areas we're in are clean, but a janitor goes through and makes sure that everything is swept and mopped and disinfected to know that the places we go every day are nice and clean. They have a very important job. But what kind of tools does a janitor use? Let's see. Maybe they'll use something like a dustpan and a brush. This way, they can help keep things clean. Okay, let's keep going. Who is this? This just looks like a person. Actually, this is a cashier. What does a cashier do? Do you ever go to the store and buy things? Well, the cashier is the person who helps you when you're ready to pay. They work the cash register. Like this. So, when you're done shopping, you can go see the cashier and give them your money, and then they'll give you back your change. Now, I found two people who work together very well. Who are they? Well, this is a nurse, and this is a doctor. But what do nurses and doctors do? They help you when you're sick. Now, nurses and doctors often use a lot of the same tools. Usually, when you go to the hospital or to the doctor's office, you'll see the nurse first. She might do something like take your temperature or take your weight. Then, you'll go to see the doctor. The doctor is usually one who will check your vitals and tell you if you're sick or not. That's why he has the stethoscope. So, tools that the nurse and the doctor may use: a thermometer, a stethoscope, and maybe even sometimes a needle. That's a little scary, but it's only to help you. Now, all of these people we saw had tools that we often see carrying or using your hands, but sometimes your occupation means you have to use a very large tool. For example, who is this? This is a paramedic. A paramedic is the person who helps you in the ambulance. So the tool that a paramedic might use would be an ambulance. That way, they can get to people fast and take them to the hospital. Who's this? I bet we all know this one. This is a police officer. What does a police officer do? A police officer helps people. And they often have to use a police car to get around. That way, they can be sure that they can get to people fast. Wow, we found so many people and we learned a lot of different occupations. Now, I want to play a game. We'll be right back. What's this? Well, this is our mystery box. And inside this box are a lot of tools that are used in different occupations. Let's see if we can figure out which tool goes with which occupation. I wonder what's first. Whoa. What's this? Do you remember? It's a hammer. Who uses a hammer? The doctor? No. How about the janitor? I know. A builder uses a hammer. Here you are. All right, let's try another one. Whoa, that's a big one. What's this? It had a long name. It's a stethoscope. Who uses a stethoscope? The cashier? The police officer? No, a doctor uses a stethoscope. A nurse might use a stethoscope too. All right, let's try again. Whoa, this one's a vehicle. Who uses an excavator? The builder uses an excavator too. All right, let's do another one. Do you know what this is? It's a mop. Who uses a mop? I see something that matches. A janitor uses a mop. All right, a few more. Oh no, that's scary. Who uses a needle? Does a teacher use a needle? No, no worries. A doctor uses a needle. A nurse can use a needle too. All right, let's see, what's next? What's that? It's a pan. Who uses a pan? I know. A chef uses a pan. Wow, great matching, everyone. And now we're all done. See you next time.